All right, thank you everyone for coming along. In the mining world at the moment, whether it's the size and weight of machinery and plant that we work with, the climate, the environments that we work in, and all these aspects, there are some inherent risks and challenges which we're trying to overcome when it comes to safety. Part of these fall under the concept of the elimination of live work. And for those unfamiliar with the term, it can generally be defined as the removal of the human presence from the surrounding areas of the machinery while it's running. Some of the most common live risks involved in maintaining plant and machinery at the moment include fluid injection injuries from burst hoses, crush injuries from unplanned movement of the machinery, and fall injuries from technicians working at heights. And at a minimum, all of these contribute to lost time and money, and at worst can see significant injury and death of operators. Between the 1st July and the 31st December 2024 in Queensland alone, the Queensland Resources Safety and Health Council reported 13 incidents involving unplanned movement of machinery. So you extract that out across the country and across the world, the amount of people working on machinery, you can see the challenges that they face. All designed and engineered, manufactured here in Newcastle, we've developed a range of tooling that replaces the day-to-day equipment used to test, diagnose and maintain heavy machinery. We utilise Bluetooth to allow for the removal of the person from those danger zones. And by using the technology, the tooling can be operated wirelessly while the technician's in the safety of the cab, rather than climbing over, underneath or within the equipment while it's running. By simply removing the technicians from these dangerous positions and into the safety of the cab, on top of those common risks, you also reduce the exposure to heat and burn from hot surfaces, noise exposure from loud engines and exhausts, as well as respiratory risks from exhaust gases and fumes that come from our machines. For example, within a fortnight of introducing our technology, one customer prevented a fluid injection injury of 3 of their technicians who would normally be standing underneath the mining truck. When a hose burst off with over 3,000 psi of hydraulic fluid flowing through it, they were safely in the cab, collecting the pressure readings wirelessly. Now, what's unique about the elimination of live work from a safety perspective is that so often safety initiatives, processes and controls contribute to an increase in time and cost and labour. By virtue of the concept of eliminating people from the machinery, it can actually contribute to a significant reduction in the time taken to complete a task. The wireless capability of the tooling allows for multiple points on a machine to be tested at once, with all data coming back centrally to a tablet device. One customer conducting a full rebuild of their mining truck completed all of their pressure commissioning, which normally takes about 14 hours, in just 2.5 hours, collecting all that data by a single person up in the cab. In some cases, when using equipment like dial indicators to test, it simply cannot be done by a single person, both operating the machine and collecting the readings. So what this results in is, for field service businesses, having their technicians climbing underneath a machine while the customer or the owner of that machinery is operating it. This takes all control of that technician's safety out of the hands of the business, and you're relying completely on the care, skill and diligence of your customer. This lack of control must be seen as a safety risk for businesses. Much like in other areas of mining, customers are turning to equipment manufacturers to build onboard technology, sensors and monitoring to help them eliminate this work and remove technicians from those machines. Some examples such as CAT's payload or Liebherr's slew bearing condition monitoring exist in the market today and are fabulous initiatives, crucial for the long-term reduction of the requirements of technicians around that machinery. However, Even with those innovations underway, it's going to take a long time for existing machinery without this equipment to be phased out of the field, meaning that technology like ours is crucial to eliminate these risks in the interim. To help make wireless tooling the go-to option, we've donated equipment to and worked with a range of apprentice training institutes in Australia. It's too early at this stage for the trades to remove training with traditional gauges and traditional testing methods. However, equipping them with these skills in the early days means that as they get into the field, they can make the most appropriate decisions and the safest decisions when it comes to doing their work. Now, it's funny that there's been some conversations about fatigue and sleep. On reflecting when I was asked to do this talk, the last time I did a public speech was as about a 10-year-old in school, where I did a talk called I Love My Bed. I don't remember any of that speech now, but I definitely think as adults we all appreciate a good night's sleep far better. All our maintenance workers love their beds too, which is why our goal is to get them all safely home to it each day. Thank you.